All right, so in this video, I have another pair of fake sneakers, and I don't know which pair this is. We're going to find out in this video. Previously, I unboxed these that I got for over retail. That's how expensive the fake pair was, but obviously, this is pretty ridiculous looking for a fake pair. I do have a real pair finally in hand to compare those, so stay tuned to the channel and subscribe, and I'll have that video. But in this one, we're going to be unboxing this random package and seeing what fake ones are inside. So this video is again going to be sponsored by Privacy. Privacy allows you to buy things online by using a burner card instead of your actual real card with your real digits, which then I don't have to worry about the credit card fraud, which has happened a couple of times already to myself from buying fake sneakers, to just show you guys on the channel. For you viewers out there, it's free to sign up and you can actually get $5 free to use anywhere online. Holiday shopping is coming up, so obviously this is a great opportunity for you guys to go shopping online safely, a little bit more securely, and with $5 free to anything you want. Go to privacy.com/heskicks, link in the description for you guys to sign up. We'll get more into that in a minute because I got a story to tell you guys to follow up on my last one. If you guys missed my last video, I got my credit card hacked recently and there's some more consequences from that, but I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, let's take a look because honestly I don't know which pair this is. I think I know which ones these are, so this will be a fun one because I think we know this box because I have a pair of these, so this must be a pair that I bought that I knew I had the real pair already too. The box looks a little bit off to me, but maybe I just need to grab the other one and compare. And here is the lid. Here is the paper. And here are the shoes. Dang, man. They definitely smell bad. Like, they don't smell authentic. But for those people like myself that have been buying a lot of Jordans through the years, like decades, like, you know the smell. Oh, it smells terrible. You know the smells of the leather and the rubbers and the glues that are used because it just has a very distinctive smell. This does not have that smell, though. This smells like terrible. These smell absolutely terrible. It reminds me of like a rotten almond extract, for those that have smelled almond extract before. I mean, I know almond extract smell because I use it on occasion, but anyway, yuck. These smell terrible. But looks of the shoe, though, holy cow, man. I mean, I've said it over and over again, and I always throw the same disclaimers in pretty much every one of these videos, so I'm going to do it again here. For those that don't want to hear this spiel, just fast forward a little bit. But basically, like, buyer beware out there. This video is really intended for educational purposes for yourselves so you don't get stung. A lot of people wanted this colorway or the black colorway, but they missed out on retail, and so they are obviously a little bit expensive right now, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, somewhere around there. And people don't want to pay that. They would rather pay the $200 or whatever at retail. And I think I paid close to retail for this pair when I found a pair online. You know, I get it. Like, people don't want to pay inflated prices and they just want the product or something that looks like it. But you just got to be careful out there if you're actually somebody that really wants to have the authentic product and doesn't want to get a fake pair. For those people that don't understand, like maybe my point of view, which my point of view has always been, just don't deal with the fakes, buy something else. You don't want to fake it till you make it with something like this. It's just not really worth it unless you really just don't care. And of course, that's totally on you. But to put it in a little bit of a different perspective, for those people that collect Pokemon cards or baseball cards or basketball cards, like, how would you feel if somebody sold you a fake Charizard that was worth like $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever it is? They sold it to you for $500 or $600 thinking you were getting a deal and it was actually a fake card. That's the same story with these. Like, somebody that wants to have the authentic pair, buying what they think is the authentic pair and then being swindled into buying a fake pair, you don't want to get stuck in that position. So you just got to be careful when you're buying on the open market. Same as anything else that comes in limited supplies. People are always trying to rip other people off. And so I'm just showing this product to you to let you know, like, I've done a little bit of research out there, not a ton, but enough to know that I can go online and buy a pair like this and get it for close to retail, if not a little bit less or a little bit more. And it looks really close to the real thing. And you could probably fake a lot of people with this pair of sneakers and let them think that they're getting the real pair. Just be careful if you're trying to buy the real pair out there. If the deal is too good to be true, it probably is. So it's going to be easy to tell which one's real or fake because I cut the tongue on mine and then I did the lace swap. But man, the details on this upper is crazy. Like, they actually did really, really good materials on this. It's definitely noticeable, like as soon as you pull them out, which one is real and fake, because the suede on this one is actually thicker cut, and you can tell from the toe down view. I hate to say it, but almost better looking than the real pair, just because it's a little bit nappier, and the raw edge is like more defined, and it's like a really nice, but they did 2 layers like the real pair, but it's so much thicker than the real pair. It's dead giveaway as soon as you look at them. Also the stitching around the toe, and then the stitching around also the stitching around the toe and the stitching around this section right here is blatantly obvious that there is a huge difference there. The thread is like wider and more spaced out on the fake pair than the real pair. Once you start looking at these really close in person, you're like, oh, okay, those are totally different. Like the material on the toe box, the pattern's just a little bit different on the real pair versus the fake pair as well. It's like has a wider knit on the real versus the fake. The plastic heel tabs on the back though look crazy close with the Nike Air. The actual pull tab itself is actually thicker on the fake pair than on the real pair. It's like twice as thick along the thinner sections of the pull tab. Also on the back of the shoe, right under that Nike Air, you could see the suede cut is way lower. Like it's super dead giveaway obvious point right there. The soles look actually really close to each other, to be honest. Another big miss on the fake pair versus the real ones is the midsole paint. The midsole paint on the back section is glossy. The one on the real pair is actually kind of a matte finish to it. So that glossy finish is another easy tell. Another giveaway right here is this Union logo is actually squished underneath the side panel right here. It's actually supposed to be pulled out next to it and not underneath it. So the real pair has it next to it. The fake pair, it's like totally not even viewable because of it. These are both really heavy Air Jordans, but the fake pair is actually a bit heavier than the real pair, probably because the upper suede and the upper material is actually twice as thick than the real pair. And those are probably the biggest call outs on the fake pair versus the real pair. Honestly though, if you were walking around with a fake pair versus a real one, I don't think anybody would notice. Props, you got the Union joints, and then they look and they're like, oh yeah, wait, why is that so far back there? That's kind of weird. Because the other things like the cut of the suede and stuff, and just the placement of this, the double plyness of that, like people aren't going to know that that's a dead giveaway for the fake. This though, with the Union logo back here, like they're going to be like, wait a minute, that's weird. Yours is defective. Like, why is it pushed so far back there? Is it a B grade? Like, that's what people might think from these shoes right here. So just wanted to point that out. So while I have you guys here, I was able to pay for these sneakers because of the sponsor of the video, Privacy. And if you guys have not used Privacy service before, it's actually one that I really believe in, which is why I've agreed to do more of these videos for them. Basically, it's a service that you can use for a burner card and create burner cards on the fly. That way you're not exposing your actual bank card or your actual credit cards to the places that you're buying sneakers. And I'll tell you reasons why this is really important. One, as I mentioned in this video right here, I actually got my credit card compromised recently, and it's been a huge headache. But that is what you're trying to avoid for sure. And with the holidays coming up, obviously people are going to be going out there and buying gifts at sites that they're not usually buying at, or calling in the orders or whatever. Just make sure you're using a burner card if you can, and protect your information out there. Now, I'll tell you one big side effect from all this, for me not changing my bank account information. Remember those PlayStation and Xbox pre-orders that happened back in September? Well, guess what credit card I used on those to be able to secure my pre-orders? The one that got compromised. And unfortunately, I lost a couple of my pre-orders because I didn't have a proper credit card on file. The credit card that I originally used in September was closed. So, definitely something that I could have avoided. It is a free to use service, so there's no strings attached. So they actually have a Chrome extension as well as autofill capabilities, which allows you to check out even faster. And for those that try to buy Pokemon cards or Supreme or Yeezys, you guys know a lot of times it sells out pretty quick, so the ability to have an autofill is definitely a plus. You can also share your cards with other people. Like I have one set up for my wife's little cousin, who I gave to just try to buy sneakers, just to try on sneakers, since he doesn't have a credit card of his own, and I didn't want his parents to go out of pocket. I was just giving him basically an opportunity. Once again, you can go to privacy.com/heskicks, or the link is in the description. If you sign up, you get $5 free to use basically anywhere you want. If you guys didn't see, this one came with a little StockX tag. One other thing I noticed about these fakes, listen to this. That air pocket is like really squeaky and weird and cheap feeling. It's definitely not like a real air pocket, which is something I've called out quite a few times in the past as well. The air pockets are definitely not like the real ones. I know there's a lot of assumptions and myths about how these pairs of sneakers are created, and honestly, I don't know the answer. I mean, my assumptions are the same as your guys'. Maybe they're using real factories after hours, which I would doubt, because I would think that Nike would have those locked down for sure. But maybe the machines that they use to create the shoes, maybe other people have access to the same exact machines that they can purchase and then make their own factory. I don't really know. This is actually a really interesting shoe for them to be able to replicate. And the fact that they did so in such a sloppy way, I think is definitely a testament to the fact that this is a different pair of Air Jordan 4. So it's not the same exact Air Jordan 4s that you used to seeing. There's actually an extra panel of suede built into the shoe here. The mesh on the toe box is different. The tag is added on, which is obviously an easy thing to do. But for the most part, there's a lot of new things that they added to the shoe. I mean, the fold over tongue with the stitching. So this is definitely more of a unique pair, so it might be a lot easier for them to mess up. I've actually seen pictures of like authentic pairs though that would have been messed up as well. So obviously they can have issues with these like straight out of the box from the factory with the real pairs as well as the fake pairs. The difference though is the fake pairs can keep on being improved upon. They can watch this video and see that this was cut too low, and the next thing you know, the next batch they make, they cut a little bit higher on them. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. You just got to be very, very careful. That's the point of the video. I didn't do the blacklight test on these. I did on this pair, and I didn't see anything on the box or on the shoes. So honestly, I didn't think it was worth doing so on this shoe. So this insole is definitely different as well. Like this one is really soft and flimsy. This one is not. Like it's actually a lot stiffer than this one, as you can see. Also, the color's a little bit different, and the logo down at the bottom has an outline on the real pair versus a fake pair. It's even different here on the back, which just shows that this is a completely different insole. The strobel and the stitching on the inside is like totally different as well. It's kind of always interesting to me that they have those really long threads on the inside of the bottom of the shoe. Like even on the real pairs, I always wondered why they have those there. They just don't cut them. You'd think that they would just cut them off instead of just let them hang. But anyways, that's a look at the fake pair comparison to the real pair. If you guys found this video informative to you guys, drop a like on the video. It's much appreciated if you guys do that. And this one cost me a little bit of money because I had to buy these and they were close, I think, to the retail price, which is like 200 plus for these to be shipped. But honestly, it's worth being able to do just so you guys can see that you shouldn't play around out there. If you see something too good to be true, it probably is. And just be careful and beware of the snakes out there that are just trying to take advantage of you guys. Buy from trusted people that you guys know. And if the price is too high and you don't want to pay it, then just don't pay it. Save your money for something else. That's what I would recommend. Also, if you're just interested in buying the fakes for buying the fakes, totally on you guys. I mean, I get it. You guys want to have the shoes as well as the next. And if they don't make enough, I get it. You could be mad and you just end up buying a fake pair, and that could like satiate your palate a little bit. But my personal recommendation is to not even buy the fake pairs. Like I saw this in one of the other comments from the previous videos, which is something I said a lot as well. Like there's so many good options for footwear out there. Why would you pay $200 for a fake knockoff pair of sneakers where you could buy a regular pair of sneakers for retail or less and they'll be just fine on feet? You can get a lot of really good deals out there. I personally like finding sneakers on sale. I do have a lot of really expensive sneakers behind me, but I also have pairs of sneakers that I got for $35 from the outlets that I really like. So at the end of the day, you don't have to just go stunt and get a really expensive pair of sneakers. You can just get something normal. It's a smarter way to do it, and you don't have to necessarily go out and buy a crazy fake pair of sneakers like these. But ultimately, if I wasn't doing these videos, obviously I would just be saving my money and using it for real pairs. But this is a sneaker channel, and I do a lot of sneaker things on this channel, such as show you guys some of these things that you can potentially buy if you're out there. Again, no links in the description to buy these. You just have to search the web and find a place to do it, which is a really difficult thing to do because the web is dark and a lot of these sites pop up and they go away all the time. Nike's throwing cease and desist on a lot of these sites on a regular basis. Something happens and scams go down for sure, so definitely be careful out there. Some of these sites just go up and they take your money. I've got my card compromised from one of them. 1000% know that was a situation. I bought something and I got multiple charges on my account for different things and instantly had to close down my account, which happened a while ago, so it sucked, but it's something that I'll never forget because obviously I was trying to get some product for you guys to do a video on, and it turned out really, really bad, which just sucks having to replace your credit card, which brings me back again to the sponsor, Privacy. If you guys don't use them, feel free to use them. Again, $5 free, link in the description for you guys to check them out. I really do recommend it. It's honestly a company that's worth looking at. It's free to use, so it's worth signing up and getting $5 free at the very least. Anyway, have a good rest of the day out there. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Notification bell to be notified of when the videos are posted. Stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more videos. Peace, guys.